Hello, let's play Wordle for Thursday, July 2nd. Let's play. Yesterday we spun the wheel. It said to start with nerdy. All right, an N and an E. I'll kind of just want to stick those at the end. Something like stone works perfect. What if I should get the A instead, though? I don't know. Stone is just so good. Let's just get stone. All right, well, that is not where the N and the E go. They could swap. We could do like an EN here. Ooh, we got rid of Y. I was thinking ending in Y. Is this an A? Renal, but there's no R. Is there anything else that's enal? I don't think so. What are we doing here? Maybe just enact? No, there's no T. Inept. Again, no T. Oh, why can't I think of anything? I could try like an L-E... Where's the N go? Maybe the N goes at the end. L-E-A-N. Clean. That's a clean guess. C-L-E-A-N. I think it's good. Okay, I was going to say, are they all yellow? N does go at the end. We do have an A. So I'm thinking A here and then E-N. Like waxen or something. Is there something better than waxen? Is it a Z? Maybe hazen? Like what else goes in there? Haven. I think haven spelled that way. I think that looks okay. Waxen and haven are options. They have no overlap at all. Let's try haven. Okay. Oh. So there's maven, I think. What else is there? I don't think EA works. Even. UIP, paven. Faven, Gaven, Javen, Caven, Zaven. Is it Maven? Yes, it is Maven. Okay. I learned the word Maven from Path of Exile. The Maven. Anyway, I forget what it means. I used to know what it meant, but I've forgotten because it's not a word I use. Trusted expert, connoisseur, or professional who possesses special knowledge or experience in a particular field. Terms comes from Yiddish. Originates from the Hebrew word mevin. All right. Cool. Didn't realize that was a Yiddish word. That's cool. Let's before we analyze things, let's spin the members wheel and see what tomorrow's word will be. If you would like to add a word or words to the wheel, you can become a YouTube member or a patron. All right, we're starting with seriously. Seriously? All right. And I have a check now. All the words on the wheel are guaranteed to be accepted by Wordle, so we don't have to worry about that. But yeah, Anastasia Sitton suggested seriously. It has a Y at the end. I guess. Learn something interesting about S's. All right, well, let's check with the bot, see how we did. So the answer was Maven, and then the answer is nerdy. It's just anise. Anise. I went with stone. Stone is not here. Alone is here, but not stone. Atone. Interesting. All right, well, what's wrong with stone? Oh, by the way, nerdy would lose if we had a yellow N, yellow D. That has the potential to lose. I think it's the ound trap, probably. Anyway, I went stone. Had a 2.858 compared to 2.840, so it's not that much worse. We're down to 25 words. It's just lichen or liven or navel. I went clean. Clean was an option, right? Yeah, clean was an option. After clean, there were 4 words left. Haven, maven, waken, and waxen. So I thought of haven and waxen. I didn't think of maven until after haven was guessed. But that does mean that any of them are equally good, as in equally bad, actually. So I went haven, and then it was only maven after that. There's also an unlikely paven. Interesting. This road is very paven. So it would have gone anise. Anise? Anise? Is that how that's pronounced? Then from here, there's 12 words left. It's going to go taken or waken. So taken, Then we're down to Haven, Maven, Waxen. So it says go Haven or Maven because they get each other. So it could be as good as 4 or as bad as 5. So 4 or 5. All right. It starts with tails. Ooh, with that A and E, we're going to go Rager. Double R. So we're going to go right into ER, but we're testing double R when we do it. And then now we know it's not an ER, so there's only 11 words left. We're going to go, oh, there's apparently jaded. There's some ED words here. Famed, jaded, and naked are apparently possible ED words. We'll see if we ever get anything like that. It's just Oaken or Waken. With Oaken, we're now down to something like Maven Haven. Haven Maven. So a 4 or a 5. Steel does not place the E in the A. We're going to go Raged instead of Rager. Interesting. That's an interesting difference. Very interesting difference. Huh. Well, the A and E get placed, and we're just gonna get Maven in 3, or we're gonna go Oaken, Haven, Maven, and get it in 5. So 3 to 5, depending on their luck. Adieu is the most common starting word. We're in the might fail case with this AE. It's the AER trap. We're gonna go tails to try to minimize our losses, and we're still worried about ER. So we're gonna go pager, or really any of these. And then now we're fine because we know it's not ER. So we're like, oh, phew. And we go Waken. And then could be as bad as 6. It could be a 5 or a 6. That is, yeah, that's a bit trappy. All right. Audio just gets the A. We go Clasp. And then Terra. Okay. And then Maven. Okay, so it gets a 4 because it's lucky. It's down to 8 words, and Maven happens to be the best one. All right. And then Stare. Terra is an interesting word. Stare, we're going to go Glean. Get that EA here. Very similar to my Clean guess. I wonder why Glean is better than Clean at this point. I mean, Clean is slightly worse. It's almost as good. Now we're going to go Waken, and then we're down to the Haven Maven thing. So 4 or 5. And that was Stare. So Pert tries to get in 2. We're not going to today. There's 102 possible words. We go Angel. We know it's not ER. We're going to Awaken and then Haven, Maven. So 4 or 5. All right. And finally, Tarps is what the official bot starts with. We have the A in place. We're going to go Gable. And we could get Maven in 3 if we're lucky. Otherwise, we do something like Oaken, Haven, Maven, and get it in 5. So it's anywhere from 3 to 5. All right. Well, let's see how people did today. I think this isn't as known of a word. Unless you play Path of Exile. Probably nowhere else would you learn that word. Only Path of Exile. Where else would you learn words other than RPG video games? All right. Let's see. Did we beat the bot? Give me a 93 skill, 34 luck, 5 steps. So people thought Stone is the most common follow-up of the 198. Spent, Stein, Clean. So getting a 1-up on me with Clean. Plain, Sneak, Spine, Stain. I don't know what this stain means. It's such a good guess, but I don't think it's an answer, is it? What I do. Snipe, Anise. Anise is also this bot's suggestion, and no one guessed it. Clean, Clean is the most popular from this starting point as well. It would have gone Naval. And then Haven, Maven. All right. Unlucky, but it's bumped up my skill score. All right, Tarps, Cable, Maven. That's lucky. We don't get to see how many started. It was on the list for a brief second. Maybe if you pause the video at just the right time. It looks like a 0.2 to me. All right. Maven's at 1.4. 14.1. I love when it's just like a times 10 between these two steps. 47.7. 80.7. 96.3. That's pretty low. Losing on Haven, Paven, Daven. Just not knowing the word means you're trying letters, and M is the very last letter on the keyboard. So unlucky there. Let's upload Maven.png. Did I not save it correctly? Save it as nerdy? Hold on. Okay, I gotta browse there. Where did I save this file? What did I save it as? Good question. What did I save it as? Okay, I'm gonna sort by date. I saved it as Haven. Wonderful. All right, well, it's actually Maven. I fixed it. This is your favorite part of the video, I'm sure. 92 skill. I really just care about the results, but stone, plane, sneak. All right. It does slate ramen Maven. 0.4 started with Maven. 1.2, 9%. 34.7, 69.5, 92.3. Oops. Wow, 92.3 wasn't 5, it's 6. Okay, 92.3 solve rate. Yeah, I think the big thing is it's not a very well-known word. And that M that you get trapped into with the AVEN, the M is the last one you'd try on the keyboard if you're going keyboard order. And so people are finding all of these before that. All right, well, how'd you do?